Welcome to the Dropsolid platform. In this video I will go over how to manage Drupal sites in the Dropsolid cloud. Click on the DevOps tile to see the overview of projects you have in your organization. By clicking on the plus button on top of the list, you can create a new project. Let's create the new project. I'm going to create one in the Dropsolid organization, and it's going to be a Drupal project. If you select HTML here, you can create a basic HTML or front-end project in the platform. Let's start from a standard Drupal 9 install profile. I'm going to select a server here. PHP 8.1 is a good version, and I'm going to give it Dropsolid Cloud example 2. Next. There you see that you can add a description to the dev and the staging environment that will be coming out of the box. Now a batch shop has been created that is creating the environments and the Git repository and all the necessary things required for your setup. So the project was created. Let's see what we have in our project. For starters, there's a GitLab link. I'm going to click on that to see what's in the GitLab. You see that the Drupal is already in the repository here. All the things like deployments, repositories, merge requests, GitLab functionality can be seen from this interface. You also see that there is a link to the repository, a Git link. You can use this one to locally clone the Dropsolid Cloud repository on your machine. You can also change the name and the description of your project. In this project, environments exist. You see the staging environment is still being created. The dev environment is already finished. You see it already has a site URL. It uses password protection, so it's not publicly available. Let's navigate to it. But first, before we do that, I'm going to enable SSL. By clicking this, letting Dropsolid manage the SSL, we will automatically generate new certificates for you. This will take a deploy to the server. Okay, the deploy is done. So now you can see that we still need to use the credentials to log into our environment. I'm going to find the username and the password here. So, oops. This shows us the Drupal that has been installed on this environment. I'm going to install Drupal now. What you see here is I inputted a very short password. This is not very relevant since admin password will be disabled by the platform. Voila, our dev environment has been created. I'm going to illustrate how to log in as an administrator from the platform by using the login link functionality. So when you go to the dev environment, you click on generate login link for dev. It will generate a unique login link that you can use only once to log in as an administrator. Of course, I need the HTX credentials. And now I'm logged in as an administrator on the site. Voila, I have a working dev environment. You can see this here on the Dropsolid domain. If you want to add your own domains, for example dev.mycompany.mydomain, you can do this here under the domain tab in the platform. By adding here a custom domain name and letting it resolve to the IP address of Google here, it will start working automatically. You can use multiple domains here. You can also activate cron. Cron by default is running every day, but you can add new cron jobs with custom frequency as you want. In the technical information tab, you will see an overview of all technical details. For example, Varnish is running on this port, if there is a Memcache Solr active, and PHP details. What you can also use is a shortcut bar on the right side of the page. I already illustrated the generate login link for dev. Now I'm going to show the deploy. But first, before we can deploy, we need to change some code. Let's go into the folder that we created. I'm going to change the README file . So I updated the README file, committed this to the Git repository, and now I can deploy this to the dev environment. Let's do this. From master to dev, click on deploy. This way, our first commit will be deployed to the dev environment. As you see, this also triggers a job that runs in the background, and you can follow up the deploy here.